When it comes to selling a home, not everyone has months and months to find the right buyer or wait for the highest offer. They just need to get it done. But that doesn't mean they don't want to also get a good deal. Here to help you do both in this sponsored segment, owner and founder of Sell to Sean, the namesake himself, Sean Graybo. Hi, Sean. Thanks for being in studio today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So, Sean, your business is called Sell to Sean. Tell us what makes it different from other businesses. What is it about selling to Sean that is easier for homeowners?
Yeah, so for us, it's really about simplifying the process, being very straightforward. A lot of times people don't necessarily want to work with a realtor, pay realtor costs, wait for the time that it takes to sell a house. So we just offer an alternative to that that's very straightforward and easy for the person who wants to sell.
Okay, so who do you typically help? What situations are your clients in a lot of times? Why do they want to go with this route?
Yeah, so it's all kinds of different sellers. Sometimes it might be somebody who's been a landlord for a long time, or somebody who doesn't want to do the repairs or maybe have the time. Sometimes it's a legal issue, like maybe there's some kind of lien on the property. They inherited a house and they need to go through probate, and we kind of help them through the legal process. Sometimes they're on a timeline where they might want to stay in the house for a couple weeks or a couple months afterwards. So somebody who just really needs a lot of flexibility, or wants to explore another option.
Sure. And you say home sellers can skip the repairs. So we're talking, let's say that the roof is leaking or the foundation has a big crack. Do you mean even those repairs they can skip?
Yeah, no, I mean, we've bought in houses that have, major fire damage, a tree falls on them, major foundation stuff. There's really nothing that we won't work with. We do a lot of repairs and have a lot of really good at doing the work ourselves, so we really cater to any situation.
Okay, so you will buy any house in any condition.
Absolutely.
All right. What is the feedback you've heard from homeowners who do sell to Sean?
Yeah, so one of the big things is you want to work with a company that's very professional. So we've been around for nearly a decade. We really value our reputation, and we really want to just be as transparent and straightforward with everybody as possible. So I think people really appreciate how well we explain the process, how we walk them through things, how we help them with the title company, how we help them, maybe if they need an attorney, we'll connect them with that. So the thing we really focus on is just, most of our business actually comes from referrals. So our whole focus throughout the process is that somebody would recommend us to their friends or family when they're done working with us.
And what is the proximity that you cover? Is it Central Ohio?
Yeah, so pretty much about a 50-mile radius of downtown Columbus.
Okay, and walk us through this process, because some folks are watching right now and they have never done something like this where you don't go through a realtor or handle it in a different way. What's the process like? What the first step, second step, how's this go? Yeah,
so usually they'll give us a call, or they'll go on our website and they'll put their information in, and then one of our home buying specialists will give them a call right back, and we'll get a little bit of information before we come out to the property, and we'll schedule a time. And once we come out there, it's about 10 or 15 minutes of just kind of having them walk us through the house, getting an idea of the condition. And then we typically sit down and try to understand what's, a lot of times it's the price, a lot of times it's timeline. There are all kinds of different things that are really important to somebody who's selling a house. So we sit down and try to understand what's the most important pieces with them moving forward. And then we give them an offer. Typically people like to think about it for a couple days. And if we can come to an agreement, that's a win-win situation, then it's just like selling your house with a realtor at that point forward. We go through a title company and we close anywhere from, on the fast end, 7 to 14 days. And then on the longer end, sometimes we'll work with people and help them through the process for years even until like everything is ready. So it varies a lot, and it really just depends on the person.
Well, if someone's watching right now and they say, hey, I've got more questions, or I'm ready to contact you to come look at their house, how do they reach out?
Yeah, so the easiest way is to go to selldeshawn.com. They can also just look us up online. They can look up Central City Solutions, or they can call us right now at 614-7777.
Oh, that's an easy number. All right. Sean, thanks for being here with us to explain all that you do.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
Yes, sir.